All right, I'm gonna call to order the town board meeting at the Town of Lisbon Town Hall on Monday, February 14th, 2022 at 6:32 PM. Roll call, please.
Chairman Osterman,
Here.
Supervisor Monin,
Here.
Supervisor Beal. Here. Supervisor Brom,
Here.
Supervisor Flotecker. Here. Administrator Nicholas. Here. Got Inspector O'Hagan on Zoom and Clerk Capazzo to record the minutes.
Thank you. Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, item 3 is comments from citizens present. Do we have any comments from anyone in the room? Anyone on Zoom?
If anyone on Zoom would like to participate in citizen comment, please use the raise hand function. No hands raised on Zoom.
Thank you. Item 4 is the consent agenda. Items listed under the consent agenda are considered in one motion unless a town board member requests that an item be removed for separate consideration. We have the January 24th, 2022 town board minutes. We are not going to have the parks capital expense tonight, but we will have the DPW capital expense carryover from 2021 in the amount of $73,000. The engineering service proposal from Kunkel for Bark River culvert replacement on North Road. Accept the dedication and complete improvements within Twin Pine Farms Phase 3 and a temporary Class B beer license for Osblick Ski Patrol on 2/27/22.
Can we get C removed for explanation?
Any other ones?
Can we just ask a random question about any of the other ones? When it comes to the improvements on the culvert replacement, is these culverts being replaced by the Bark River, are they culvert, or is it better to maybe entertain a bridge, like a regular bridge, when they do these engineering things? I'm just asking.
I think when they are taking a look at what's needed, they do make the decision if it needs to get wider than what they can do with the culvert. But we are going out, Kunkel is going to go ahead and try for a grant for us to reduce that cost.
Yeah, I read all that through the county thing. Just was wondering when does it determine that a culvert isn't good enough and it's a bridge? And they,
Our engineer would.
yeah.
So we had those culverts on Culvert Bridge, however you want to word it, over on Plainview that we replaced with an actual bridge.
With an actual
Mhm.
bridge, right? That's
Right.
why same river.
Is that something you want to discuss separately? or-
No, it was just a question on my mind. I'm sure when the engineering comes back, it'll be answered anyway. So,
Okay.
no, I don't need it.
I'm sorry, do you say B and C are not?
Only B is not in consideration tonight.
Okay.
Okay, so in front of you, I asked you to pull the B, C, and E for further
yes.
discussion
Yeah.
and a different motion, so they're actual separate motions.
Okay. So then we'd have just the January 24th, 2022 town board minutes. And then the engineering services proposal and the temporary Class B beer license. Everybody okay with just voting on those right now? Everybody
Mhm.
clear with that?
Those three.
Is there a motion on that?
So move.
Second, is there a second?
So
Second.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Doug, Rom? All right, so we are on A, D, and F here. Everybody? Any other discussion on it? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. All right.
Okay,
So
so when we took a look at the carryover expenses for Parks and DPW, we were waiting, we were hoping that they'd come in time. So we didn't add them into the budget. So in order to pay it out of budget, we wanted to do a budget amendment to put it in our budget for 2022, so we can pay them when they actually get delivered. And so that's why they were pulled out. So then you could actually state that it would be a budget amendment, a 2022 Parks capital budget amendment.
C should be 73,000 in for the motion. not 75. See that?
Thank you. Okay. And it needs to say budget amendment.
This is for the second half of the purchase of the trucks, right?
No, this is their full amount. They don't, the trucks just came in 22. They didn't come in 21. So we just got we didn't get a bill for them yet. They haven't, and they're sending them over to Burke to get work done on them. So we just need to take the money from surplus from 2021 and put it in 2022.
But this is about half of the purchase price. 73 isn't the full amount.
This is what he said we needed to do. I did not. need
It's like 140
40
something.
something.
Yeah, the whole truck is 140 and then we have to put the box on and everything else, which takes
Stainless
it up.
box, some other
Yeah.
upgrades or something.
So this would have been like a half down payment then. But yeah, we're just taking what we were gonna put down and add it to the 2022.
This is the part we did not pay for.
Okay.
I might be remembering something different, but didn't we already place this in the 22 budget?
I didn't, we weren't sure if we were gonna get those.
Yeah, I remember that.
If you could maybe just send us an email breaking it down. So we know what was paid when and how.
Mhm.
Okay, anybody questions on this?
I'll make a motion to approve the DPW budget amendment for carryover from 2022 in the amount of $73,000 to purchase the truck ordered in 2021, but not yet received.
Is there a second?
Second,
Second by Doug, any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0.
How about B?
We're tabling.
We, that
table.
wasn't, that was just
I'm
off.
sorry.
So, okay, and then the dedication of Twin Pine Farms.
Right, the attorney thought it was best that we make sure that you state in your motion
Wait.
that,
I apologize. I misunderstood what you want to talk about parks still.
yes, I would have liked to,
When I read this, you wouldn't pull from the consent agenda. I took that as you want this off of the consent agenda.
I did want it off the consent agenda, but
I took that as
I
like,
thought, it was-
motion.
I thought it was like just off.
No, that's what I was thinking.
So we
It's
would be
on.
still talking about B
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
Did you get that too?
I
I-
thought maybe
I thought
there
you
was
didn't wanna
something
talk
I
about
didn't know.
Yeah.
I
No,
thought
I
you had
thought you
something you
did.
didn't know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No. So yes, I'm asking for a motion to approve the parks.
For the same
Same
reason.
rationale.
Yep,
Okay.
same reason.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I took that as completely, we were talking about it.
I'll make sure I don't make a 5-word sentence for you. Give it a little more depth.
I
I'll
make a motion to approve to increase the 2022 Parks capital budget in amendment in the amount of $75,000 to purchase the truck ordered in 21 but not delivered.
Is there a second?
Second,
We both understand it as a budget amendment. Motions go with the
Yes,
budget amendment.
yes.
Second is, okay, any discussion?
again, you're gonna send out
Yeah,
an
I got
item,
them
a
both.
little itemized thing or something.
I got it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Okay, then
All
Twin
right.
Pine.
So
Farms.
Twin Pine Farm, we talked to the attorney, and he thought that it should be a separate motion due to the fact that we want to make sure that you're accepting the improvements, but it doesn't start the 1-year guarantee. So that's, so if you so choose, I wrote out a motion for you.
So looking for a motion to accept the completed improvements in Twin Pine Farms Phase 3. This acceptance does not commence the 1-year guarantee period, which will commence upon final acceptance is granted by the town board.
I second.
I made the motion, then the second.
I don't think you're making, I thought you're making the motions.
Okay, I just did.
It's perfect.
Yeah. We were reading the whole thing. I thought, okay, he's making the motion.
Just trying to move it along.
Yeah, that's okay. It's Valentine's Day.
Yeah. So motion is made and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, motion carries 5-0. Item 5, accounts payable, authorizing the payment of the Falls Auto Parts bill in the amount of $1,581.65.
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries 4-0. Item B, authorizing the payment of the remaining bills in the amount of $216,884.45.
Our top 5 expenses are waste management, $68,098.84. Premier building inspection, $25,680.14. Rural mutual insurance, $12,003. Municipal law and litigation group, $11,440.75. And Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, $11,090.75. I ask for your approval.
Comments, questions? Is there a motion on this?
I'll make a motion that we accept the payment approval report in the amount of $216,884.45.
Is there a second?
Second.
Linda, any final discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Item 6, announcements and correspondence. We had the sanitary sewer district number 1 commission meeting on Wednesday, the 16th at 6:30 PM here at the town hall. We had the Parks Committee meeting Monday, the 21st at 6:30 at the Richard Young Fire Station. We have an incorporation kickoff meeting on Wednesday, February 23rd at 6:30 PM at the Richard Young Fire Station. The town board meeting on Monday, the 28th at 6:30 at the town hall. There may be joint public hearings and plan commission meetings on Thursday, March 3rd at 6:30 PM at the Richard Young Fire Station. Any other announcements or correspondence?
Winterfest is Saturday
Saturday,
and
and then Sunday.
sled races. So Winterfest is 1 to 4,
And
Why
what
do
is
them on
Sunday?
different days?
because it was from attending those meetings that because they were so involved in the sleds things was such a kind of a dedicated thing where so many people were interested in doing that. It got bigger than what that Winterfest could do it at the same time. So they moved it to Sunday, to a different day.
They said we're gonna lose all our snow in the next couple of days.
Yeah. What are you gonna do
Take it over by hospital.
then?
I don't know. They were still pondering whether they're gonna be able to have it or cancel it or whatever they're gonna do. Depending on how it works.
Anything else? All right, item 7, administrator report.
I have no report.
Item 8, supervisor report.
I have no report. We meet Wednesday night.
Else? Item 9, plan commission referrals. Discussion necessary action on the request by Richard Swanson to rezone the property located at North 94 West 23611 Hermitage Drive, LSBT 0150.020.002 from A3 agricultural residential upland corridor and C1 conservancy zoning district to the R1 suburban family residential upland corridor and C1 conservancy zoning districts. This was denied at the plan commission meeting, and that was the recommendation to the board.
What did he want to do with this? Why did he want to change it?
It was because he had intended to split the parcel so that a second home could be built on the smaller portion of the parcel. The way his originally proposed CSM was laid out, he would not have met the setback requirements, nor would he have met the accessory building requirements. So he had us deny his CSM so that he could reapply in the future.
Okay,
But he did not ask us to deny his rezone, which is why in your packets, I did include what the plan commission saw on this.
yeah,
This is just a follow-up to that because
Okay.
the rezone was in conjunction with the CSM. We have not heard from Mr. Swanson since December.
okay,
That is why we were asking for denial.
okay,
And
thank
he
you.
can still reapply again in the future once he's gotten the plans drawn up.
Perfect. All right, thank you.
Any other questions? Is there a motion on this item?
I'll make a motion to deny the request by Richard Swanson to rezone from A3 agricultural residential upland corridor and C1 conservancy zoning districts to the R1 suburban single-family residential upland corridor, UC upland corridor and C1 conservancy zoning district for the property located at N94W23611 Hermitage Drive, LSBT 01500200002.
Is there a second?
I second.
Any final discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion to deny carried 5-0. Item B, discussion necessary action and request by Jeff Osgood of Quick Trip for approval of a certified survey map to adjust the lot line to the property located at West 260 North 9579 State Road 164, LSPT 0161.999.004. And this was approved at the Plan Commission meeting.
How did he adjust it?
Took a portion of the
portions.
property to the south.
I would say that again.
He purchased the property,
Oh.
portion of the property south and then is putting the two properties.
I got you. Okay.
Any questions? Is there a motion in the second?
I'll make a motion to approve a one lot certified survey map for Jeff Osgood / Quick Trip Incorporated for the property located at W260 North 9579 State Road 164. LSPT 0161.999.004, subject to satisfaction of all planner and engineer comments.
Is there a second?
Second.
So technically, this isn't a one lot, correct?
It still is right.
It's still considered a one lot certified survey map.
Mhm.
I just want to be clear.
And Quick Trip did supply a revised CSM last week that our engineer is still looking at.
Is that the one we're voting on?
They revised it to clarify what the engineer wanted them to.
Okay.
Does that make sense? I probably didn't word that correctly. They revised it for engineer and planner comments.
As approved. As approved.
By the Plan Commission.
Mhm.
So the one we had, the Plan Commission was not the final one. I forgot what the rest of it was all in it. That needed to be changed.
It is in your packets.
It wasn't problem that they didn't show that line.
So it
That
was,
they bought south of
these are
that.
everything that was required to be shown that hasn't been shown yet.
Correct.
Yeah, otherwise.
And all of those changes were made on the latest version that came out, but Mitch is still reviewing them. And I have not heard back from him.
So this would be, like I said, subject to engineering. We get a good chance to look at everything. Doesn't change where the lot line is.
Troy
A lot of
from Quick
technical.
Trip is available on Zoom if anyone has questions.
Anyone any questions or anything?
Mm-mm.
All right, motion's been made and seconded. Any final discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, motion carries 5-0. Item 10, new business A, discussion necessary action regarding request from Gerald Spence for an extension to meet compliance order issued on December 29th, 2021.
I did speak with Mr. Spence a few weeks ago, and he had a number of difficulties in trying to get things done in the middle of winter. He wrote a letter requesting an extension, but did not give an exact date of when he's looking for. It's mostly due to the weather at this time. I do not have a phone number for Mr. Spence, so I was unable to remind him to attend the meeting tonight. Inspector Olhaven did do a drive-by and is available on Zoom if any of you have questions.
When did we start this process with him last fall? Or was it before the summer? It was before because remember his wife passed away in May or June? So it's been ongoing
So, and we held it because he was
in country.
incarcerated.
So I assume he's out then.
He's out, yes.
Kind of hard to say how much, the time frame, because,
I think what he wants, what he's looking at is the painting. He's been waiting on the painting and fixing the roof. The spring, isn't that what he said here?
For the painting,
Does he also have a car, Brian?
2 cars.
Yes, there's actually 3 cars in the driveway. One appears to be a junk car from an incident that happened quite a few years ago. One looks like it has a new, recently applied for license plate. And the other one has been there sometimes and other times not. I'm assuming that's his drivable vehicle that he goes to work with.
So he still has one car to remove.
Correct.
And roof repair.
Yes, it looks like since the original complaint, they did do some work on the roof. It's a little bit better. It's not reshingled. There was a small blue tarp up there, which it used to be a larger one. The windows are still fogged up. What else? Most of the items have been picked up in the yard. There's a grill in the backyard, but that's just normal living in my opinion. And then there's a tire and a rim by the garage door that used to be out in the lawn. So I'm assuming he's going to plan on getting rid of that.
no? What do we want to do?
I mean, I drove by it and it doesn't look bad.
There's some more mention in the letter too, that he's still waiting on some judge to make some ruling or something on the estate.
Because of the deceased ex-wife who is co-owner of the property.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just checked CCAP, there's not even a case filed for it.
There's one?
No, there's nothing.
There's not.
Nothing in probate.
Wow.
We gave an extension to the last person that came in here, didn't we not?
I
For,
think,
30 days.
one extension is good, but to continue.
Well, this one we haven't given one to yet.
We haven't.
Exactly. However, with the weather the way it is, you really can't paint outside.
Is the painting even one? I mean, can we even require them to paint? And the roof needs to be in repair.
Mhm.
There's some garbage around and the one car. There's one car that's not, one junk car. Tires, broken lawn chairs. I'll get them a little nitpicky in some of them.
Are you apt to give him a 60-day extension?
Doug,
We've already kind of set a precedence where we've done this one other time for somebody else.
Right.
I'm not saying it should be 60 days, but
mhm.
the weather is kind of brutal out there.
I kind of look at these as case by case and don't look
Right.
at them as a precedent, personally as a precedence, but if it's justified, I think we should consider it.
As long as he's making progress and
Yeah.
He's making progress.
yes, he's making progress. I'm okay with 60 days because of the weather. Gets us into April.
Mark?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's out of jail now and he can assess these, so I'd move for 60 days.
Becky?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Somebody want to put that in the form of a motion?
I make a motion, we extend the Spence property to finish his requirements, extend out to 60 days.
That would give us, it'd be March 30th.
Yes,
Actually, 60 days would make it then April 1st.
yeah, April
Correct.
1st.
Is that 60?
It's about
60 days.
60
would
is
be
the
2 months.
15. What? 60 days would be the 15.
From today. Is it 60 days from today or 60 days from the original?
Well, the original was back in July.
Yeah,
60 days from today.
60 days from today.
April 1st. And how many
Well-
days is that?
45.
Oh, 45.
We usually coincide them with meeting
Yeah,
so we can take action.
Second meeting in April,
yeah.
That would be the 20,
second meeting in April,
that'd be the 25th.
April 25th. You amend your motion?
Yes,
Well, I guess we don't want to put staffs back against the wall as far as giving a report. We could get it a week earlier.
Yeah, the Thursday before.
That's 21st.
21st. Is that enough time? For you guys?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'll make it the 21st of April.
April 21st, 2022.
Uh-huh,
To cure violations on the property
okay,
located at North 93 West 25866 Riverview Drive.
okay,
That's your motion.
yes.
Was there a second? You just did.
You just did.
Any final discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Hi.
Aye. Opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0.
But maybe we should put something in there that we will not extend it again.
We just voted on it.
Okay, never mind.
We just won't.
Yeah, we just, that's
So
okay.
in your closed session packet, we have the formal offer.
Let me just read it off real quick. B, discussion necessary action regarding Brian Builder's offer to purchase parcel within Lisbon Business Park East. Sorry, go ahead, Kathy.
So in your packet, you have the agreement, the offer to purchase, and then also Linda's Supervisor Beal's list of things that might need to be looked at.
So while we're not discussing anything in this in open session, at this point, is there any questions that anyone would need before we go into closed session?
So the owner is here. I mean, owner of Brian, right?
That's right. I'm happy to answer questions or give you an overview of what we're doing, if that's helpful for the board.
What's your name?
My name is Nelson Williams, so I'm here representing Brian Land Development and TDC Lisbon that just put the offer to purchasing on.
Any questions from anyone on the board?
What two companies are you working with?
So my company is called Brian Building Corporation. So
Right.
we're the commercial contractor and architect. And,
Correct.
The developer there's two developing partners on here, Brian Land Development, myself and Joe, who's my partner. And then TDC Lincoln is made up of the principals of the Dickman Company, another local real estate developer that we work closely with. So Dickman Company and Brian, we partnered on buildings in Pewaukee, Oak Creek, Wanago, really all over to Berlin. We've got a 30-year history of doing development deals. We have a tenant, and that's our good news. That's why we're here. We have a tenant, the Fortune 100 company. Confidential right now, we're in the final stages of negotiating this lease. They like the site, they want to be in Lisbon, and they're ready to move forward on a deal. So that's how we're doing.
So you don't have anybody else for the second one?
Talking to 2 or 3 other tenants. We don't have a signed lease yet, but on the first building we do, and that's what's really launching.
There was some reference to perhaps more than 2 tenants. Could you explain
So,
that?
yeah, a lot of our buildings, whether you're in Pewaukee or Oak Creek, will build a larger building that can accommodate
Yes.
1 or 2 or several tenants. That's just the nature of. the
So
type
it's
of work
only
we
2
do.
buildings that you're gonna put up.
So we're talking about 2 buildings on the site. It's 24 acres, so it divides fairly nicely into a north building and a south building.
Correct.
The north building is going to be a single tenant. In the south building, we could have 1, 2, 3 tenants. That's about 150,000 foot building. So even with 3 tenants, they're pretty large.
Yeah, I got you now. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we look at this as really good news. We've been working hard. Joe, my partner here, has been working really hard for a year to find someone to come to this site, and we've got a really great tenant. We're really pleased with it. The whole town is pleased.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Anything else you want to add before we go into closed session?
No, I just, we appreciate the opportunity. We've had this letter of intent and agreement in place for about a year, and you guys graciously gave us a little extension a couple of months ago to help us put this deal together, and we were pleased to have this come together and be able to submit an offer last Friday. So look, we're local, right? We're right down the road at Brookfield. We were proud to be part of the Wyckoff deal that's already in there, and we're looking forward to bringing another really good user or two to the town to help grow your tax base. And obviously it benefits us. We like building buildings. So look forward to getting started.
So the buyer on this is just TDC.
So TDC Lincoln is the developer that owns this building and will lease it to the tenant. That's right.
Okay,
That's very common on how we put these deals together. You create an LLC to own the building and then lease it to the tenant. We do that all over the place.
okay. All right, thank you.
Sure.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. And item 11 is closed session pursuant to Wisconsin statutes 19.95 parent C for the purpose of considering employment, promotion, compensation, or performance evaluation date of any public employee over which a governmental body has jurisdiction or exercises responsibility, more specifically regarding town hall staff, and pursuant to Wisconsin statutes 19.95 parent E for the purpose of deliberating or negotiating purchase of public properties, the investing of public funds, or conducting other specified public business whenever competitive or bargaining reasons require a closed session, more specifically regarding Brian Builder's offer to purchase. Is there a motion to go into closed session?
I make that motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Supervisor Braun,
Aye.
Supervisor Beal,
Aye.
Supervisor Moonen,
Aye.
Chairman Osterman,
Aye.
and Supervisor Flotecker.
Okay, we're going to close session at 7:04.
Just a moment to shut everything off. We're back. We are looking for a motion to draft a counter offer as discussed during closed session and authorize the chair to sign.
Opposed? 13 is the motion to adjourn. Supervisor Brown. Supervisor Beal, discussion, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? 42.
We could collect our